orders with drinks make me nervous. Unless they are bubble tea orders. This is of course assuming that the place making the bubble tea uses a cup sealing machine. And even then, I cannot imagine a more disastrous spill than having a bubble tea seal split and empty itself into my bag. Imagining myself crouched at the side of the road, picking out tapioca balls with my fingers, all while passersby stare and chuckle to themselves at my misfortune. Furthermore, I have to imagine that the customer would be terribly disappointed to learn their order had to be cancelled. And all, seemingly, due to my negligence. People who order bubble tea unquestionably love and crave bubble tea. And the cost, including the fees and delivery, is not important or significant to them. I have lost count of how many times I have picked up an order for a single bubble tea, sometimes transporting it as far as 5 kilometers away. All said, a $5 bubble tea can end up costing the customer more than $20 during a surge. Whether or not they are aware of that while ordering is an unknown. However, given some of the addresses I have delivered bubble teas to, I have come to the conclusion, again, that the cost is inconsequential. Not long ago I picked up a single, mango-flavored, bubble tea from a decidedly popular shop. There were 6 other riders, from various delivery apps, all waiting on bubble tea orders. As an aside, one thing I have learned is that it is always worth going up to the front of the queue, no matter how many people are in front of you. In my experience, more often than not, your order may very well be sitting there ready to go. And in this instance, my order was indeed ready, and moments later I was heading off to my destination. A large and relatively new high-rise building sitting on the corner of the most notable intersection in the city. This revelation pleased me. I had never been to this building before, but always noticed it when passing by, towering over the intersection with its 85 floors. I would be heading to the 72nd floor. And while I was a bit annoyed that the customer had not given me a buzzer code up front, I managed to follow others through the front door without it and make my way to the elevator, along a gleaming white marble hall. However, once inside the elevator I was quick to notice that there were no buttons for the floors. The other passengers in the elevator were quick to point out to me, and with clear disdain, that I needed a pass card to get to the floor I was seeking. And so, I had to take the elevator back down to the lobby, but only after riding along with the other elevator passengers to their respective destinations. I wondered how, or even if, it was possible for people living here to visit those on other floors, or how they were able to navigate to the levels with amenities by merely tapping a pass card in the elevator. The esoteric nature of this technology intrigued me. Back in the lobby the concierge reluctantly assisted me, and I was on my way to the 72nd floor. The ascent seemed to take no time at all, and, when the elevator door opened, I was treated to an impressively modern, and not all tacky, hallway. Pristine carpeting and tasteful lighting throughout. These were the hallways one would expect, leading to condominium apartments that had an average value of $1 million. When I arrived at the apartment door, the customer was already waiting for me. She was wearing a silk nightgown with white fur-like trim and matching slippers. She was also sporting a hydrating sheet mask and was clearly engaged in a deep session of self-care. Perhaps it was due to the hydrating sheet mask she was wearing on her face, but she said nothing and simply took the bubble tea from me and closed the door without a word. There was no follow-up tip, though, I assured myself it surely had more to do with the $21.50 she had already spent on a single bubble tea, and not based on my customer service.